Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have TCG Gamers going up against L-Man, and this is going to be a new format video, and let's go ahead and hop right in. We're going to see L-Man win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and decide to go first. 42 versus 40, opening hands, we got Murley, Diviner, Super Poly, Havness, and Cyberstein. Then they have Magma, Swap Frog, Soul Scissors, Jet, and Veiler. So this is something that you can dump off Sprint. You can bring it back with Elf and get a pop. Whenever it's summoned from the graveyard, you get a pop. Whenever something's destroyed, you can summon it back, but banish it when we release the field. It's an interesting card. A lot of people talked about it before it came out, but they never really played it. Normal, special, and then Jet Effect, Chain Havness. So they do have Magma. So Magma is able to deal with the Shaylin that was milled there. They also mill Medora though. So Jet's gonna search starter, and then Shaylin effect 1, Magma 2. So banish, summon, and then activate the Magma effect. Link off, go into Sprint. Sprint effect, dump Angler, and then Angler effect, go summon out Double Beaver. So they do have Super Poly. Super Poly is pretty good in this matchup, especially because like they're probably not gonna play around it because this card's like not popular at all right now. Gigantic, summon swap, swap effect. And then it's going to bounce back Magma. And then activate starter. Starter, bring out blue. And then lose life points. Blue effect to go search. Grab red. And then link off, make elf. Elf effect to summon back out Soul Scissors. Effect, pop Havness. And then they can't use the effect because they're 2 locked. If they wanted to, they could have Medora interrupted that. I feel like that would have been a pretty good interruption. Just because the only way they would have something good to summon back on your turn is if they like summon red and link it off. Go for IP, and then summon red, end phase, grab Druid's Worm. So they have double Bisted, Veiler, red, IP, could get a pop with Elf and the Soul Scissors. And then pass, draw Druid's Worm. Elf effect, target blue. So it looks like they're in like a Discord or something because they haven't been talking. So I'm guessing they said end of main phase because they want to go super poly them. And then they went, all elf summon blue. And then IP effect, make Avramax. And then normal summon Diviner effect, chain Veiler, chain super poly using Diviner and Avramax. And then make Mud Dragon. So dump Kelbeck, new chain link. We're going to get Kelbeck 1, Avramax 2. If you read this, it doesn't target, so you can go ahead and shuffle the Mud Dragon. And then they're going to force mill 5 on both sides. They mill Rhino, Shaylin, and then they mill a Beaver, a Blue, and a Jet off their deck. So Shaylin 1, Rhino 2, but you can't use Rhino. You don't have anything to discard. Oh my gosh. They're just hard cheating. They're actually just cheating. You don't have anything for Rhino. You chain blocked because but you can't. You can't chain block. And then they try to hit you with the Bystial, but you didn't have a monster. Nah, that's crazy. They gotta catch it eventually. They won't though, because this can't be normal summon this turn. Because they already normaled, so it's gonna stay a blank, and the opponent's just gonna believe that it was a tier card. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Kikalis effect tag out. Because that was just game right there. Summon and then effects. So mill 5, go dump. And then dump Murley. New chain link. We're going to get Solic, Havness, Murley. And then they're going to activate both Bystials, targeting both tiers that are activating. They're going to let that go through. So banish those, grab Havness. And then they can Magma effect if they want to, but they are going to get hit with Havness. So mill 3, summon, hits Keldo off that. And then link in the dark. Dark effect to take. Dark take IP. And then link those off. You can't go into that. Bro. I'm about to say, there's no way. Because this takes 3 monsters. That would be, if it didn't take 3 monsters, the card would have been so much better. Same with like Boral Sword. But okay, they're gonna link off into Elf. Elf effect, summon back out Merly. Merly, mill 3, Scream effect, go search crime. Then summon Druid Worm by banishing blue. Why is there 2 blues banished? I don't know. Okay, beat over, Soul Scissors, summon, effect to pop, and then it's gonna pop the elf. Okay, yeah, I guess there's not really anything to do with these. So activate Keldo to put back Veiler, Elf, and then Angler. Because I was gonna say that there's like you could out this, that way they can't like keep doing stuff underneath Elf or like anything at all. But what are they gonna do? They like make Sprint. You already went through Merly, so they're just gonna make another Elf, Druid Worm, Gigantic. Then set crime. End phase, they search Lubellion off their Magma. So do they play a whole package, or is it just one, so that way they can search Magma off Magma pretty much? Main phase, Lubellion effect, chain Elf, target Merly, chain Sornier. They admit defeat. Onto game number 2 now. We're going to see Tier go first. We got Merly, Instant Fusion, Scream, Super Poly, Druid Worm. They have Prosperity, Imperm, Foolish, Magma, and Shifter. So go standby phase, main phase, activate Instant Fusion, pay 1,000, bring out Kikalos, decides to not activate Scream before doing this. And then Kikalos effect, go search Rhino. But you could argue that like if you activate Scream and then, well, I guess it wouldn't come up in this matchup, but if it was like a tier mirror, like if this was game 1 blind, you could argue to not do it. Because if you activate Scream and then Instant Fusion summon, then you're gonna mill 3 search, and then you can get hit with a good Kelbeck to bounce back Kit. Kit effect, target itself, tag out in the Merly, and then in response to the effects to mill 8, they're gonna change Shifter. I've seen a lot of people decide to use Shifter in different spots. You could Shifter in response to Kikalos targeting itself too, so that way Kit just gets banished, and a lot of people only play 1, so it's kind of just like gone forever. But yeah, making a mill 8, you do hit double halveness there, so that's good. But a lot of the time, making them like lose 8 cards just doesn't matter. And then activate Scream, set Super Poly, Magma during the end phase, summon by banishing Kikalos, and then Magma effect to search during the end phase. But it's also a little bit different whenever they start with Instant Fusion, because some people will like chain Shifter in response to like Rhino normal summon, Shaylin hand effect. That's like the perfect place to change Shifter. Pass, draw starter. Then go main phase, battle phase, attack over. You don't want them. I guess Scream doesn't matter. Okay, so I guess just attacks that way. If there's a trap card set or something that's not going to do anything. And then look at the top 6. They're going to grab Shifter. The Shifter is live, because they can activate a Bystial to banish Shifter from their graveyard, so that way they have no cards in grave. Yeah, let's say they're about to activate starter, but before activating starter, they're going to Druid Worm, banish Shifter, and then starter, bring out blue. Blue effect, search Jet, and then summon Jet. Jet effect, go grab starter, and then overlay, make Gigantic. They do have Super Poly. So overlay, and then effect, attach, bring out red. So they let the Gigantic go through. Pass, draw Merly. And then Super Poly, discard Merly. Oh, wait, that's actually clean, because they can't Shifter because they're going to have cards in grave. So bring out Mud Dragon. And then go main phase, Rhino 1, Scream 2. And they're trying to Imperm Rhino, but they can't because Mud Dragon. So they're going to activate starter, bring out blue. Okay, decides to not activate starter. Okay, so we are going to starter, bring out Carrot. Maybe we should have done this before they summoned. Like during the standby phase, have red negate. But I guess then like Mud Dragon can just beat over it anyhow. Yeah, Sprite's gonna admit defeat. So on to the next game. I didn't even see like what Scream milled there, to be honest. But okay, they're gonna admit defeat. We got Planet, Scream, Keldo, Terraforming Rhino. I mean, they probably had enough to win anyways, right? Or I guess like they had imperm sets. I don't know. I have to go back and look. I wasn't expecting an Emit defeat there, to be honest. Then they have, so we got Planet, Scream, Keldo, Terraforming Rhino. They got Blue, Prosperity, Beaver, Blue, and Magma. So go main phase and then activate Pot of Prosperity. So Prosperity, banish 3, look at the top 3, hits a Fenrir, and then grabs Fenrir. So yeah, putting Fenrir on board right here. Very good. Effect, go search for Fenrir, and then summon Beaver, Beaver effect, bring out Angler, and then special Blue, Blue to go grab Jet, and then we're gonna link off, make Sprint, Sprint effect, dump Angler, Angler effect, bring out double Beaver. And then we still have Jet that we can summon, that's another body, make Gigantic, link off into Elf, summon Magma by banishing, and then we're doing all of that because we want to Swap Frog, bounce back Magma. It's the best interaction in the whole deck. Bring out Swap Frog, dump Swap Frog, bounce back Magma, Elf effect, summon back out Swap, and then special Jet, and then Jet effect, grab Smashers. And then overlay, make Totally Awesome, link off into IP, and then set Smashers, and then end phase search Jerusalem. I still think it's kind of crazy that, like, I don't know, like, the Newman play is so good that, like, I don't know, once I, like, learned it, like, there's just no going back, because, like, it's such a solid play. Yeah, it's really such a solid play, especially with Mystic Mind Gone. It takes like the amount of punishes away too. And then pass, draw Medora, activate Keldo, discard, summon, go search Kelbeck, and then Fenrir to banish. They could chain. Okay, they're not gonna chain. Activate Scream, and then Toad negate and set. Yep, you're always supposed to Toad negate the Scream and set it. Toad effect, add back. But I guess maybe there's an argument to not do it since they already have a Shuffler engraved, since they started with Keldo. Starting with Keldo is so good, because you get all that set up. And then activate Planet. Planet goes search. Yeah, no Mystic Mind, so this Terraforming is just not gonna do anything else. Shaylin, discard Kelbeck, Mills Rhino, Keldo, and then new chain link. They're going to activate a Graveyard Shuffler. They chain Elf, target Toad, chain another Graveyard Shuffler. So we're gonna make sure that they're not gonna get Toad, but we really want Planet to try to out Smashers, and then they're just gonna let it go. IP effect, go into Avermax, and then summon Rhino, Rhino effect, dump Havness, Havness effect, chain Magma, summon, and then Magma effect, search during the end phase, overlay in the Redoer, Redoer effect, detach, Shaylin effect. They can't Druid's Worm because they have no monsters. That's actually like one of the ways to really play around Bystials is to Redoer into that. And then bring out Kekalos effect, but like playing around the Bystials doesn't really matter there because they don't really have much. So all they're going to do is search Solic, set Solic, and then pass. They're going to search Sornier during end phase, so they have multiple Bystials. And then Redoer comes back, draw Judgment. See, because like you could have Judgment in your deck that you have to like hard draw or Prosperity into, or you could have like an Engine Floodgate. We're always choosing Engine Floodgate. But standby phase, activate Redoer. Hits Judgment. They're so good. And then they can Fenrir effect. Then they're gonna change Solic, get rid of Kit to negate, and then Kit mill 5 hits Havness, Havness effect, and then chain Sornier because they have a monster. Switch Fenrir to attack. Normal summon Beaver. Beaver, bring out Beaver, and all they're going up against is like a spin back, which doesn't really matter. Go for Soul Sweeper, effect, yeah, it's like put back and you still just lose. So they're gonna play another match now. Alright, we're gonna see Spright win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. They're gonna go first. Opening hands, we got Diviner, Havnus, Shaylin, Planet Shaylin. They have Lubellion, Sornier, Swap Frog, Veiler, and Blue. So go main phase, Lubellion. Discard, go search. And then go grab Magma. Normal Swap Frog effect, Swap Frog. If they chain Havnus there, they probably don't get anything out of it. They're just going to Magma, banish what you hit, Magma, get search, bring out Lubellion. Maybe not bring out Lubellion. Again, I don't really know what they're playing. Do they play the whole engine or not? But Blue in the Jet in the starter, and then Link off, go in the Sprint effect, dump Angler, bring out Beavers, and then summon Magma by banishing Jet, Magma effect, chain Havnus. Yeah, I like holding that for that. I think that's pretty good because like you know that they have it. So mill 3. Okay, but only hits Medora. A Swap Frog, bounce back. And then Overlay, make Gigantic. And then Gigantic effect, detach, go summon. It's going to bring out Soul Scissors. And then Link off in the Elf. Activate starter. Okay, no, they're going to go Elf effect. Target Soul Scissors to try to bring it out because you can just pop Havnus. Or maybe they target a Swap Frog because they want Toad. But either way, they're going to shuffle it all back anyhow. And then make IP, set starter. End phase, search Druid's Worm, so has all 3 Bystials, so the tier player isn't going to be doing too much the next turn, especially when you still have Veiler, IP, yeah, you don't really have an interruption to bring back with Elf, but you can summon back, I guess, like a Swap Frog for free, or maybe you summon back, like, a Gigantic or a Sprint, so that way if you start her in the red, you can, like, Tribute to Destroy, they draw a Rhino. So go main phase, activate Planet, and then Planet is going to go search Havnus. And then Shaylin effect 1, Elf effect 2, IP effect 3. And they let that go. They don't try to drop a Havnus on that. So bring out Sprint. Kind of surprised they didn't bring out Gigantic in defense over going for Sprint. And then Mill, new Chain Link. We're going to go Shaylin effect, and then chain Druid's Worm to try to banish it. Chain Keldo to put back Shaylin, put back Super Poly, put back Instant Fusion, and then Planet, pop starter. They're not going to chain it because then they can't use their other Bystials. Summon Rhino effect, dump Havnus. Havnus effect, chain Magma to go banish it, and then Magma on field effect, chain Havnus, mill 3, mill Shaylin Keldo. So they have Merly left. Link off in the Dark. Dark effect to take IP. And then they're going to actually Veiler the Dark. They don't want them taking the IP. Link all those in the Borderland. Battle phase, attack Avermax, effect to take. And then we're going to Avermax, attack Sprint, effect to beat over, so that way they take the 3000. Borderland, make Magma lose 500. And then end phase, you're going to search Lubellion. Okay, so they like have to be playing the actual engine, right? Because you wouldn't play multiples of this otherwise. You probably wouldn't play it at all otherwise. But pass, draw Beaver. And then they're going to start off with Lubellion effect, discard, go search Magma. And then Magma effect, try summoning by banish Havnus. And then effect to search, summon Beaver, Beaver effect. Outing Avermax is like really easy here. So they're gonna Link in the Dark. And then Dark effect to take, chain Keldo, chain Sornier, chain Druid's Worm. So summoning everything here. Then they're gonna banish Shaylin, Havnus, put back Dark. So all 3 Havnus are banished now. Yeah, being able to use like your Bystials to completely get rid of a name, it's dangerous. People always keep saying like, cause a lot of people say like, oh, hit Havnus to 1, and people are like, oh, it won't hurt the deck at all. You're insane if you think Havnus to 1 doesn't hurt the deck at all. You take away the most powerful hand trap in the deck to 1, so like you're cutting it down some. You're cutting the names down, so like the cards that say mill aren't as good now. Also, like, you have to play a lot more awkward with 1 Havnus and a lot more scenarios. And if it gets Bystialed, then that's like really unfortunate, because a lot of the times you have to like chain the put back or try to crime add back, or otherwise you're just down to 2 names forever. Which, you know, isn't gonna like make this deck completely unplayable, but that's not the goal. You know, you kind of want to hit the deck over time. Unless if you're Konami and then you don't hit the deck for 3 banlists in a row. But link off, they're gonna go into the Underworld Goddess. And then effect to negate their stuff. Tribute the Druisworm for Lubellion, Druisworm effect, out Avermax, and then battle phase attack. Okay, so they really don't play any of the other stuff, at least game 1, which is unfortunate, because I don't think it's really worth playing Lubellion otherwise, because it's not a hand trap, it's not really engine. I mean, it's really cool to search Magma, because like I said, the best interaction is summon Magma, let Swap Frog bounce it back, but I don't think it's worth playing that. So they're going to link off, go into Elf effect, to summon back out Swap Frog from the grave. And then Swap Frog effect, dump Swap Frog. End phase, grab back Druisworm. Okay, so they already used the Lubellion effect that turn, so they can't like get rid of Underworld Goddess to swap bounce it back to search for another Bystial. So they have 1 Bystial. They do have Diviner though. They draw Rhino. Go main phase. Normal summon Diviner. Diviner effect. Dump Kelbeck. Say mill 5 on both sides. So they mill. Oh, Shaylin, Murley, Crime. And then they mill red Soul Scissors. So they don't have any graveyard shufflers. Okay. So new chain link. Murley 1, Shaylin 2, Crime 3, Druisworm 4. So they're gonna grab back Shaylin from the banish pile. Put back, bring out Kikalos. Kikalos effect. I don't know. Adding back Cabinet seems pretty good because you can't fuse anymore. You've already used all your names. So Kit, Planet, target Underworld Goddess, chain Elf, bring out red, go search Murley, and then Soul Scissors to summon and pop. So then that's gonna pop Kikalos. Kikalos effect a mill, chain red negate. They're gonna summon this in attack, so that way Diviner can't beat over it. Shaylin, discard Rhino, summon mill 3, and then mills Medora. Rhino bring out by discarding Murley. Battle phase, attack over red, attack over elf, and then they also did that wrong because they should have Shaylin beat over elf. So that way they do more damage because Rhino's at 2000, that's at 23. I think it's pretty obvious that they attacked wrong. Make Redoer, pass, draw blue. Sheesh. We're gonna go Redoer effect, standby phase to attach, Ash Blossom. I mean, there was a decent amount of things that they could have top decked. Oh, actually, I don't know, because if you top deck a Bystial, like, they've gone through Dark, but they're gonna go main phase, special summon, effect to go search, grab Jet. Maybe they could have interrupted during standby phase, because you could Shaylin in the Kaleido, pop Soul Scissors is gonna get banished, spin back Druisworm, like, you know, Kaleido, spin back Druisworm, Planet, pop Soul Scissors, and then you just win, and your opponent has, yeah, because they have like 1 card to play. They have Lubellion that contribute Druisworm, but they're gonna go Redoer here to get Shaylin effect, put back Shaylin, Kikalos, Rhino, bring out Kaleido, and then Kaleido, Planet, so they're gonna out both of those. But now they still have the play of just like normal summon Jet. So battle phase, beat over Diviner, and then tribute, bring out Lubellion, pass. Wait, am I dumb? Oh, do they not have any more plays? They might only play. They might not have any more links because they've gone through 2 Elf, a Sprint, Dark, IP. They play Avermax and Underworld Goddess. Yeah, they probably just have no more plays there. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So they're just gonna have to switch to defense, pass, draw Murley, or like bring out, and then Redoer comes out during the end phase, standby phase, effect to attach, normal summon Murley, effect mill anything, and then okay, mill Solic effect, Solik, go search Rhino. We just have game. So switch to attack, battle phase, beat over, 800, or 13, and then 24. And then, alright, they're going to go main phase 2. Personally, I would have gone Medora, shuffle back a tier to planet pop and go for game. But this is also just game. They draw Druis Worm, summon Jet, Medora effect, shuffle back, and then planet pop. So out that, battle phase, Druis Worm, banish, summon, attack, Zeus wipe, and then yeah, on to the next game. We're going to see Spright go first. Got Shaylin, Keldo, Havnus, Kelbeck, Medora. They have Fenrir, Lubellion, Prosperity, Sornir, and Judgment. It's kind of crazy that the Spright player ended up losing that game. So go main phase, special summon Fenrir. Fenrir effect. They're going to chain Havnus. Hopefully they only hit one thing, so that way the Sornir can just go crazy against it. Okay, they hit Rhino. That is one thing, but it's like two things. Fenrir, banish Havnus. So then they're gonna bring out Rhino, discard Shaylin, and then effects. So dump, and then put back to bring out Kikalos. And then Kikalos 1, Merly 2, chain Sornir, banish. And then they're gonna dump Havnus, Havnus effect, put back, bring out Rukalos. I think maybe they were saying like, oh, I should have Lubellion before. Yeah, you definitely could have, so that way you don't get punished as hard. Discard, go search Magma, and then activate Pot of Prosperity. So Prosperity go banish, banish 3, and then we can see that they play Mosquito. I learned what that was. Shout out to Adrian. I had to look it up after he told me. He was like, yeah, but I had to look it up. And then go ahead, banish, look at the top 3, grab Beaver, put back the others. I don't really see like the greatness in this card though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see like the greatness in this card. It doesn't seem like that bad, but it also just doesn't seem that good. Maybe I'm just dumb and like missing like the actual point of the card. Summon Beaver, Beaver effect, chain Rukalos, negate and destroy, and then effect, bring itself back out. And then set Judgment. And pass turn. So yeah, that turn was played very weird by Eleman. Should have Lubellion first. I don't think they should have actually Fenrir banished the Havnus. Should have like let them commit more and then banish whatever they go for. And if they don't go for anything, if they just summon like, I don't know, like a Garua or something, so that way. But even that, they just Fenrir banished it because it's TCG. Yeah, I don't really know what they were doing. They really fumbled the bag there. Draw them early. Play in the Havnus. You can't play in the Havnus. It's such a good card. We just went over how crazy the card is. We're gonna go activate Keldo, discard Kelbeck. So summon, go search, grab Medora, and then activate Kelbeck effect to mill. That goes through. So on this side, Scream, Solik, Shaylin, Merly, 4 effects, and on that side they mill Magma, and they're just gonna emit defeat. So they're gonna offer another rematch. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to see TCG gamers go first. Opening hands. Well, they won the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Then they're going to go first. Weird opening hands. We got Instant Fusion, Sornir, Havnus, Rhino, Planet. They have Druis Worm, Beaver, Red, Veiler, and Angler. So go main phase, activate Instant Fusion, pay 1,000 life points to bring out Kikalos from the extra deck. And then Kikalos effect, chain Veiler. Activate Planet to go search. So Planet, search Shaylin, and then Shaylin effect, discard Rhino, mill 3, hit Solik, Shaylin, Scream, effects, chain Druis Worm, go search Crime, search Havnus, and then did they use Rhino? They did, discard, bring out, and that, yeah, the Spright player just already admits defeat. They already know that they've lost. They double hand trapped them, and it's not going to do nearly enough. So Sprite's going to go first in game 2. We got Shaylin, Gamma, Kelbeck, Planet, Solik. They have Fenrir, Judgment, Prosperity, Blue, Fenrir. Go main phase, summon Fenrir. Fenrir effect to go search. And then that's going to go search for another Fenrir. Activate Prosperity. Prosperity, go banish 3. Look at the top 3. Hits Jet, grab Jet. And then put the rest back. Gets rid of the Dark over Mosquito this time. Then normal, special, effect. I don't know how I feel about getting rid of dark out of the extra deck. I don't know. Summon, effect. Like, it's not the worst thing ever, because like you're going first, but on your follow-up, dark is really fine. Really, really good. Go for sprint effect, chain gamma, bring out driver. Could Fenrir banish, but there's not really a point to, because you could banish this face down, but it's going to be banished anyways. Starter, bring out carrot. And then overlay, make gigantic effect, detach, bring out swap frog, dump swap frog, and then use those, make elf effect, bring out swap frog. Okay, and then overlay, go for toad, set judgment, and then pass. Was there a way to use... Nah, never mind. I was gonna say, is there a way to like Kelbeck Gamma them like really efficiently? But I don't think so, because you have to like summon the Kelbeck, and then Gamma's not live. Yeah, because you try to Kelbeck bounce Fenrir, Gamma stop the elf when they try to bring out Swap Frog, but then you'd have to, or I guess you'd have to hit Gigantic when they use that, which is very good, hitting elf or Gigantic, but if they Gigantic first and you can't elf, or you can't Gamma, pass, drill terraforming, standby phase, main phase, activate terraforming. So then terraforming is going to go search for a planet, activate planet, and then toad negate and set, and then toad add back, grab back swap frog, and then activate another planet, go search rhino, Shaylin hand effect, discard Kelbeck, mill 3, and they admit defeat there. Yeah, offers another rematch. Nah, honestly, that's gonna be the last one. We just watched Elvan just get bullied, just bullied. Yeah, I mean they definitely have some questionable choices. Like, why is Lubellion in your deck? You literally can't afford that spot in your deck. Like, one Lubellion may be justifiable, maybe, but anything more than that, without the actual engine, there's just no way. Like, you could side deck Branded Beast, you could side deck Branded Regained, you could side deck the Double Cross Newman. You have so many engine cards that you could side deck going first that you don't have to actually draw into. Why would you, like, random cards like Judgment are not that good, especially if you're only ever Prosperity banishing 3. You're not going to see these cards as often anyways. So then, like, just none of it makes sense. None of it. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and be the end of the video. So for those 3 matches, it took them about 72 minutes long, but they were scooping a little bit early on some of them. And the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice Thanksgiving. I forgot, I don't even know what I was about to say there. I don't know. Enjoy, like, mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes slap. And stuffing. I like stuffing. Whoa, chill. Someone's gonna make a joke out of that. Peace.